Good morning, family. This is Wakesa. On my morning walk, first thing I want to do is to thank each and every one of you who attended our Talk 2.0 community conversation on how do we teach our youth and our children how we navigate this anti-African attack that's on us. It's called the Talk 2.0 because it's an update of Talk 1.0. The Talk 1.0 was keep your hands on the steering wheel, be polite, answer questions, etc. It was designed to have our children survive a police stop, come home safely. And that was good. It's necessary, still necessary. It just needs to be updated because George Zimmerman, the killer of Trayvon, has morphed into thousands and thousands of Karens, some of whom are gun-toting, some of whom will call the police because we're standing in a store. Some will charge us. That is, these new Karens have friends in high places. And so for that and many other reasons, we need to update the talk. And that's what we did on Monday. Moving from individual caution to collective strategy. And y'all showed up and showed out. We had more people registered. When the meeting started, the registration closed, we had a full house and a demand so that we're going to do it again in August. But between now and then, we have many of you who stepped up to take on the challenge to facilitate and host the same conversations locally, different cities around the country, or with your affinity group, some online, some off. So thank all of you who attended. Right now, for the next 6 days, between now and the 13th, I'm going to come to you every morning or every day. I'll try to do it in the morning with a compliment. On the 13th, we're having Black Family Story-ology night. Now, some of you know in July, we had Black Family Science night, and the focus was on melanin. Here, as a complement to the Talk 2.0, it's Story-ology. Black Family Story-ology night. And we're using the skills that our ancestors mastered of storytelling and actually Story-ology in order to answer 3 powerful questions. Question 1. How do I teach my children about oppression? As I'm having these talks and discussions about how we navigate oppression, we're going to have to talk about oppression. How do I teach them about it in ways that don't depress them, that don't have them saying, well, Baba Wakesa, you're the problem because you keep raising this race stuff. How do we teach them about oppression without depressing them or pushing them away? Number 2 question. How do I teach them to survive without teaching them to submit? Number 3 question that we will handle at the Black Family Story-ology night is how do we teach them about losses that they have, that we have, that we're going to have in ways that empower them as opposed to ways that push them to apathy or delusion, or self-blame, or blaming our people. 3 powerful questions. And every day, between now and the 13th, I'm going to come to you with a little tidbit, little preview from the class that you can use even if you don't come. We're hoping you come so that you can get community, you can get skills, you can get support. And at the same time, we know your time is valuable. We know that you need to know from us that is going to be worth your while. So we know the questions are powerful. It's also important that you know that when you leave, after those 90 minutes, you leave with some skills so that you know how to do something. Yes, Aya is an academic institution. We teach how-tos more than ought-tos, mainly because most times we know the ought-tos. We often are short on the how-tos. So, tip number 1 for answering one of those questions. Please distinguish with your child and yourself the difference between surrender and retreat. Now, Sister mentioned that, Sister Cheryl, on Monday. If we say we need to retreat to live to fight another day, and many times we do, and we will have to know when to stand, when to retreat, when to take offense. And if it's time to retreat, we have to remember the rest of that. And that is, I am retreating today to live to fight another day. And every day after my retreat, I need to ask myself, is this the day to fight? Is this the day to stand? And if it's not, what do I and we need to do this day so that I'm not just hoping that I will get to the day when I will stand, when I will fight, when I will win? And very often, when it comes to we want to make sure our children get home, sure, I'm a grandparent. I have children who have children. I want to make sure they get home. So I may ask them or suggest, or they may decide to retreat. I don't ever want them to decide to surrender, which means when they come home, we got work to do. They got work to do. I got work to do. Or else their retreat will morph into surrender. And whenever that happens, not only have we lost, but we become dead weight on future generations. They have to wade through my carcass in order to get to the place where they can challenge the enemy. And I'll give you an African proverb. An elephant's head is too big a load for a child. So when we're talking about having them have discernment where they need to decide to stand, to run, to fight, to retreat, that we do the things and we engage them in the things so that they can know that it's retreat and not surrender. That's your tip for the day. All right, I'll see you on August 13th. Black Family Story-ology Night, telling the stories from the inside out, healing broken stories. Where Story-ology means we study the story, right? Some of you know biology. Ology means the study of, biology is the study of life, psychology is the study of the mind. Story-ology is study of the stories. We study the stories. Step 2, Story-ology, is you heal the broken stories. See, the first step, you're looking to identify the broken stories and the empowering stories. And when we find the broken stories that our children have gotten, sometimes they got them from us. Sometimes they got them from television. Sometimes they got them from a classroom, wherever they are. When we find the broken stories, we want to make sure, step 2, as a storyologist, that we heal those broken stories. And the last step is that we tell those stories. And on August 13th, Black Family Story-ology Night, you get skills on how to do all of those 3 things. This is Wakesa Majimoyo. Again, thank you for being a part of this Talk 2.0 movement. It wasn't just an event, it's a movement. And that you will avail yourself of the skills that's needed so that we can take it further. Take care.